Hi everyone. Given it's a Tuesday, I thought it might be more appropriate today to bring to everyone some very simple information on superannuation and more specifically the age at which one can access their super. Last couple of weeks, including a conversation I had yesterday, it is sometimes alarming as to how much naivety there is out there with regards to even basic things concerning superannuation. So in Australia, we have superannuation. More generally, we would likely call that pension assets, be it a 401k in the US and the like. But very simply today, when can you access your superannuation? Now, there are a number of conditions of release. That's just jargon for criteria that does need to be met in order for the superannuation trustee to allow access. But the most common ones, and certainly the ones one would want to hope, would be either reaching 60 years of age, that's 60, and also retiring. And there are a number of sub-definitions of retirement in the SIS Act or the SIS Act, which is effectively the rule book of superannuation, put together 1 year after they introduced mandatory super back in 1992. The other condition of release, a common one, and indeed one which we would certainly use a lot in our work, are upon turning 65 years of age, irrespective as to whether or not you are still working. So for example, you might be working for another 5, 10, 15 years beyond turning 65 years of age, but the super laws say once you are 65, you have satisfied that condition of release, and hence, should you elect to do so, you can then commence a pension. In other words, access superannuation monies. So that's an interesting topic, and I will actually chat a little bit further this one over the next couple of days, but I thought I'll just start with a short and sweet video. The two common criteria, and certainly the more positive criteria, which must be met in order for one to gain access to their super: 60 years of age and retired, and secondly as well, 65 years of age. Does that mean you are required to commence a pension going from accumulation mode? Absolutely not. It is in fact voluntary, and there are in fact pros and cons associated with going into pension mode. The benefits heavily outweighing the disadvantages. But I just thought for today, just to put a very simple conversation on a slow simmer, under what circumstances can one access their super? Again, I say 60 years of age and having retired, or 61, 62, 63, 64, or conversely, simply reaching 65 years of age. Happy investing.